Well, good evening and welcome to this tonight's council meeting for the election of the Mayor and Deputy Mayor for the 21-2022 term. My name is John Benny and I'm Council's Chief Executive Officer. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land, of the Bunurong people, and pay my respect to their elders past, present and emerging. Again, it has been an extraordinarily tough year under tight COVID conditions and restrictions and lockdowns, and while there is still some uncertainty around vaccination directions, we have not yet opened up council meetings to the public. We hope that members of our community are watching this live webcast and are joining us in spirit at tonight's proceedings, either at home or outside the chamber in Harmony Square. The Greater Dandenong community has been heavily impacted by COVID lockdowns and restrictions, but this community is incredibly brave and resilient. We are now opening up again and there are people and activity being seen in our activity centres. This council and its staff will continue to do everything in its power to support you all now and in the future. Now on to the important business of this meeting. A single apology has been received this evening from Councillor Bob Milkovich. I've received one disclosure of interest tonight from Councillor Jim Mametti for item 2.5, appointment of council liaisons and representatives to committees, peak bodies, regional and community-based organisations. The nature of the interest is a material interest, as Councillor Mametti is a director of a company that has a stall at the Dandenong Market, and as such Councillor Mametti will leave the chamber before voting on recommendation 2 of that item. Are there any other disclosures of interest? If not, we move on to item 1.3, traditional welcome to country. Unfortunately, Auntie Pat Ockwell, our regular spokesperson on behalf of the traditional custodians of the land in Greater Dandenong, is not able to attend tonight. In her absence, I ask Councillor Angela Long to formally welcome us to country and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting.
We acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, while also recognising their deep and continued connections to culture, climate and country. We also pay our respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and their elders who may be present at this meeting today and acknowledge their journey. Thank you.
Item 2.1, election of the Mayor. Section 25(1) of the Local Government Act 2020 requires the Chief Executive Officer chairs the election of the Mayor. Section 26(3) of the Act requires that Council must resolve whether the Mayor is to be elected for a 1 or 2 year term. Therefore, I ask for a motion from the floor in this respect.
Chair, I move that Councillor Jim Mametti...
No. Sorry, we're talking about the term at this stage, Councillor.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I move that the term be 12 months.
Thank you. I need a seconder.
I'll second that.
So move Councillor O'Reilly, seconded Councillor Long, that the Mayor be elected for a 1 year term. Is there any opposition? As there is no opposition, the motion is carried. I'm looking to the screen as Councillor Dark is online and in this meeting tonight. I now call for nominations for the position of Mayor.
Chair, I move that Councillor Jim Mametti be appointed Mayor.
Moved by Councillor O'Reilly that Councillor Mametti be appointed Mayor. I need a seconder.
Seconded by Councillor Lim.
Seconded by Councillor Richard Lim. Are there any other nominations? As there we have one nomination on the table for the position of the Mayor for 2021-2022 term. This is for Councillor Jim Mametti. Is there any opposition? As there is no opposition, I declare Councillor Jim Mametti the new Mayor of the City of Greater Dandenong Congratulations. Mayor Mehmeti, would you now like to come and accept the mayoral robes and chains and take the chair?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners and custodians of this land, the Bunurong people, and pay respect to their elders, past, present and emerging. We recognise and respect their continuing connections to climate, culture and country. Thank you to outgoing Mayor, Councillor Angela Long, and outgoing Deputy Mayor, Councillor Sophie Tan, for their passion, dedication and hard work over the past 12 months. You have led us all well. Thank you to my fellow councillors for this great honour. I appreciate your continued faith in me. What a privilege it is to be elected as Mayor of the City of Greater Dandenong for the 5th time, having previously served in this significant role in 2010, 2014, 2017 and 2020. I would also like to acknowledge our CEO, John Benny, and Council executive members and staff. I look forward to working with you all to achieve successful outcomes for our great city, proudly Australia's most culturally diverse community. I would also like to acknowledge my treasured family and friends who always provide unwavering support to me so I can proudly serve in this role. I've been a councillor since 2005 and I continue to appreciate learning from and working with our wonderful community to best serve their needs. Having migrated to Australia at a young age, Dandenong has been my home for 46 years. We were embraced by so many people here when my family arrived, and since then we have continued to work hard, show resilience and find ways to give back to our community. I am a proud family man with 4 generations of my family now living in Dandenong. Mary and I have 3 children, 5 grandchildren, and we're excited to share that we are having another grandchild on the way next year. We have much to look forward to the year ahead. We have several major projects underway, including the new innovative Dandenong Aquatic and Wellbeing Centre and the Keysborough and Dandenong Community Hubs that will offer a range of shared multi-purpose facilities for our community. We are working with Development Victoria to continue our revitalisation of central Dandenong, beginning with the Little India precinct near the Dandenong Railway Station. I also look forward to our ongoing work enhancing the Springvale and Noble Park activity centres with improved streetscapes, green open spaces and innovative public amenities. I look forward to working with you all to activate our great municipality as we all transition to the new COVID normal. Soon, we hope to again host vibrant community events and festivals and celebrate our cultural diversity and provide opportunities for social connection and understanding. Although COVID has had a significant impact on our city, there are so many exciting times ahead. Once again, I thank my fellow councillors for giving me this opportunity. I look forward to working with you all and alongside our CEO and executive team to further enhance and strengthen Greater Dandenong. We will work deliberately with our community to realise their vision and achieve the strategic objectives of our council plan. I have great pride and admiration for our community and respect our spirit and our kindness and empathy for each other. There is much to celebrate, plan for and create together. I look forward to collaborating with you all as we all continue to respect and honour our past and embrace all the incredible possibilities for our future. Thank you. Okay. I now call on our former Deputy Mayor to receive a gift from councillors. Councillor Sophie Tan. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I now call on our former Mayor, Councillor Angela Long. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Angela. At this stage of the proceedings, I will invite councillors to address the meeting if they wish. Councillor Dark.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And Mayor, congratulations on your election as Mayor again of this municipality. I've had the pleasure of having you Mayor twice before, and I know that you have been an excellent Mayor in the past and your rulings have always been fair and equitable. To the outgoing Mayor, Councillor Long, and outgoing Deputy Mayor, Councillor Tan, it's been an excellent 12 months. Whilst we've been significantly impacted by COVID, it has been very well, and we have worked very well together as a team. So I do look forward to working together for the next 12 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Dark. Councillor Lim.
I would like to congratulate the incoming Mayor, Councillor Mehmeti, who will now be serving his 5th term as Mayor. I'm confident that Councillor Mehmeti vast knowledge and experience for the past 17 years. With his foundation, he can revitalize businesses and enrich the life of the community as we emerge into COVID normal environment. And also I would like to thank to the former Mayor, Councillor Angela Long. Yeah, I sort of give my wholehearted thank you to the outgoing Mayor, Councillor Angela Long, and also Deputy Mayor, Sophie Tan. Their dedication our city and our community over the past year is unwavering, even in the face of relentless COVID-19 virus, and is reflected in the growth that the city of Greater Dandenong saw despite global challenges. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Lim. Councillor Tan.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, firstly, today is Remembrance Day. So today is a time to reflect and remember all service men and women who lost their lives in war to ensure that the freedom and rights of this great nation are maintained. This sacrifice also extends the support that our country gives to other countries. So as they may have the freedom we enjoy today, lest we forget. And congratulations, Mayor, Councillor Jim Amidi. And I've been working with you since the last 3 years. So I'm looking forward to work with you again. I know it's a challenge time next year, and next year is 12 months. So us, all the councillor, will work together with you, to help with the recovery of the COVID-19. Also, I want to pay my tribute to the outgoing Mayor, Councillor Angela Long, for your great work for the last 12 months. So it's great to work along you, and it's a great pleasure, as a Deputy Mayor, first Deputy Mayor been elected. I'm so proud to be the first one, since this is the first time City Great Dandenong. And it was it's a challenge year for all of us because of COVID restriction. But as a council, already achieved so much in the last 12 months. So I just want to highlight things that we achieved so far. The opening of the Springvale Community Hub in October 2020. This spectacular building has become the new community heart of Springvale. The official opening of the Ross Reserve All Abilities Playground, it was just opened recently last week. I had the privilege to join the Victorian Premiers, which is Daniel Andrews, also Minister Ross Benz, the Minister for Multicultural Affairs, Community Sport and Youth, Mr. Lee Talamas, OAM MP. He represented for the Southeastern Metropolitan Region, outgoing Mayor, Councillor Angela Long, the former Mayor, Ross Blade AMs, and other stakeholders. We have constructed the Ross Reservability Playground Plus with, $300,000 I put in for my bid the last term for all the change room, toilets, so that's been completed as well. Construction of Ross Reserve Sport Pavilion for completion for next year, May 2022. Construction of NPAC, Health and Wellbeing Centre, for completion mid-next year. And Douglas Street, Streetscape, Noble Park, relocation of traffic lights and landscaping, which will be completed by spring this year. We had adoption of the updated Noble Park Activity Structure Plan, and that will assist the state create Noble Park Revitalisation Board to make decisions in support this vibrant centre. So there's a lot of other projects that's happening in other wards, such as Keysborough Community Hub will be constructed soon, Dandenong Art Gallery, all these majors coming up. So without all these, we can't do it without, the leaders of the previous leader, the mayor, all councillors, the CEO, all the directors, executive members, all the council staff. So without everyone working together, we couldn't be able to achieve so many things the last 12 months. So I'm looking forward to work with you all for next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Tan. Councillor Long.
Thank you. Congratulations, Jim, on being elected Mayor for the next 12 months tonight. I will look forward to working with you for the next 12 months. Thank you also to Councillor Tan, who was my Deputy Mayor for the last 12 months. It was a challenging year for both of us, not being able to get out and about because of the restrictions of COVID-19. I think out of the 365 days, we were locked down in that time over 250 days. So it was very difficult not being able to get out and meet groups. We did have a couple of meetings, but not all the ones where we would normally have. And, hopefully next year we'll be out of lockdown forever and be able to get out, mix with the community and have all the seniors clubs back again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Long. Councillor Garrett.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. Firstly, I'd like to pay tribute to our outgoing Mayor, Angela Long. I have learnt over the last 12 months that actually being Mayor is quite an onerous task. There are many events even in one day, 6 or 7 days a week. And to my knowledge, I don't think Angela skipped one, even with all the challenges of being online and all the challenges of Zoom and all the software that she had to navigate. I have seen her put on her mayoral robes in the rain, in windstorms, in car parks, in the back of Burke, but she has always arrived on time, prepared, enthusiastically doing what she had to do, and always conducting herself professionally. So I just want to acknowledge the tremendous effort that she has made and congratulate her for the service this year. Also, the outgoing Deputy Mayor, Sophie, who has done a tremendous job supporting Angela and has flourished in that role and grown tremendously, I think, in her abilities as a councillor, and I think it's been wonderful for the City of Dandenong and for herself. Moving on to congratulate the incoming Mayor, Councillor Mehmeti. Congratulations, Jim. As you have said and others have said of you, you bring to this role tremendous experience and great enthusiasm, and I think you're going to need it. I think although we've come out of a rough year, we're going into a rough year. COVID actually is not going away. We're actually seeing countries that are fully vaccinated going back into lockdown. I hate to be the Debbie Downer, but we are going to face the ongoing financial, economic and psychological burden of COVID. We are also facing the twin challenges of climate change. In recent weeks we have seen the frequent and devastating storm events, and we will see more of those. So your leadership and your experience will be well needed. I'm sure you will stand up to the challenge well. We also have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot of great projects coming on board. We have a great team. I think the whole of the council is supporting you and looks forward to working collaboratively with you, and I look forward to a constructive and positive year. So well done, congratulations.
Thank you, Councillor Garrard. Councillor Foster.
Thank you, Mayor Mehmeti. I'm going to have to get used to saying Mr. Mayor instead of Madam Mayor. But congratulations on your appointment as Mayor. I think the next 12 months, as other councillors have pointed out, will be a challenging time ahead, but I think with your experience and energy, I think we're in good hands with you as Mayor. I'd like to also pay tribute to Councillor Angela Long. It's really been an amazing 12 months working with you as the Mayor and seeing your hard work and passion for this community. You have really committed a great deal of your life, and might I add Barry's life, to serving our community, and you've been extremely helpful to me as a new councillor over the past year. As Mayor, you've always shown great enthusiasm and pride representing our council and us as councillors. And for your hard work and commitment over what has been a difficult 12 months with COVID and lockdowns, I say thank you. And to Councillor Tan, our outgoing Deputy Mayor, our city's first Deputy Mayor. So, you know, that's an achievement in itself, and you've done a great job at displaying that enthusiasm and energy. And that's definitely shone through. Your commitment to our community has been quite evident, and you've certainly etched a path that future Deputy Mayors can follow. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Foster. Councillor O'Reilly.
Thank you, Mayor. Firstly, to outgoing Mayor Councillor Angela Long, I think you've led the city as an experienced, safe pair of hands and guided us through what will probably be the most difficult year that this municipality has faced. That's what we're hoping. We never know. But I think that the past year has certainly presented challenges that no other mayor has met before. And I commend you on the way that you have handled that with grace, calmness and strong leadership. To the outgoing Deputy Mayor, as Councillor Foster mentioned, the first one. And that is always a challenge to find your feet for anyone in a new role. I think you as well have handled it consistently with enthusiasm. I've worked well with you, and I think that many of the projects that you've been enthusiastic about, including the ones that you've mentioned around Noble Park, Ross Reserve, those sorts of things, it'll be great to see those come to fruition over the next 1 or 2 years. So I commend you on your leadership there. To the incoming Mayor, Councillor Jim Mehmeti, I believe this is a record for the City of Greater Dandenong as a mayor elected for the 5th time, and that's not without cause. Commend you and believe that you'll be a strong, experienced leader, and as has been mentioned before, someone with a deep insight into the local business community, which I think that this council really needs to focus on as we emerge from the COVID pandemic. So I look forward to the next 12 months under your leadership, as they say, as we make Greater Dandenong even greater. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor O'Reilly. Councillor Formoso.
Thanks very much, Mayor Mehmeti. Very exciting time. I really look forward to your leadership over the next 12 months. I've always looked up to you and saw you as a mentor, so I'm very excited about working with you over the next 12 months. So if you could book me in on Monday morning to have a meeting about further progress in the City of Greater Dandenong, that'd be great. Thank you to our former Mayor, Angela Long. Thank you so much for your leadership and guidance again through this difficult time. I think my colleagues have summed it up perfectly. You did a stellar job, and thank you so much for your contribution. And our first Deputy Mayor, Sophie Tan, thank you so much for everything that you did and your contribution. Still looking forward to working with you this year ahead, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Formoso. Councillor Trong.
I would like to say congratulations to new mayor, Councillor Jim Mehmeti. And I also, I very strong believe that because we worked together many years, and I strongly believe that you will be good mayor and to run to lead the city. I would like to thank the Mayor Councillor Long, and also First Deputy Mayor Sophia, and both of you and all the councillors tried to work together. It's very hard in the last years because under the COVID pandemic. And I would like to take the opportunity to say thank to the CEO and also directors, all director and council staff. I believe that you're working hard to meet the need and the wish of the people. That made the people vote for me in last that time. Well, if you work not really good, all the councillors get trouble as well in the election. And therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank to you, because in direct way, you support me in the election. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Trong. We'll move on to item 2.2, election of the Deputy Mayor. Section 20A of the Local Government Act 2020 states that an office of Deputy Mayor may be established, and our councillors have expressed their desire to do this. Section 27 of the Act requires that the Mayor chairs the election of the Deputy Mayor. It also requires that Council must resolve whether the Deputy Mayor is to be elected for a 1-year or 2-year term. Therefore, I ask for a motion from the floor in the respect.
Mayor,
Councillor
I move that we...
Just a 1-year term?
Sorry, I had the wrong page. I move the Deputy Mayor be elected for a 1-year term.
Thank you, Councillor Garrard.
I'll second that.
Second by Councillor Long. Is there any opposition? As there is no opposition, the motion is carried. I now call for nominations for the position of Deputy Mayor. Councillor Garrard.
Mayor, I move that Councillor Eden be appointed Deputy Mayor.
Councillor Foster.
Eden Foster, Eben. Yes.
Do we have a second?
Second.
seconded
Lim.
by Councillor Lim.
Sorry, a bit hysterical tonight.
Are there any further nominations? We have one nomination on the table for the position of Deputy Mayor for the 2021-2022 term. This is for 1 year. And I congratulate Councillor Foster.
Is there
Any opposition? If there's no opposition, I declare Councillor Foster as Deputy Mayor. Deputy Mayor, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor Mehmeti. Good evening, everyone. I want to thank my fellow councillors for this great honour and this privilege. It's incredibly significant to be elected as the second mayor of this city. Mayor Mehmeti, I look forward to working alongside you with vigour and dedication. I know together we will be an energetic team, determined to do all we can to best serve our community. To our CEO, John Benny, and executive members and staff, I look forward to working with you all to engage and empower our residents and to deliver on our promises. I would also like to acknowledge my family and friends, in particular my mum, who has encouraged me to always believe in myself and never shy away from a challenge, and I appreciate your unconditional love and support always. It has been an honour to serve as a councillor for the first time this past year and represent the Yarraman ward, and I'm very grateful for their support. I've learnt so much and have been so inspired by our community's diverse needs. Our city really does live up to its inspiring motto, the City of Opportunity. This city has certainly provided me with great opportunities. A girl raised by a single mum in the city of Greater Dandenong, or what was then started off as the City of Springvale, today elected Deputy Mayor. It's a true testament to the opportunities that this city offers young women from all walks of life. In my role as Deputy Mayor, I will continue to be passionate about getting the basics right. We have a challenging road ahead as we enter the recovery phase following COVID-19 lockdowns. We know that businesses in our municipality are struggling and our residents have had it difficult with isolation and loneliness, job losses and uncertainty. As a psychologist, I understand how important it is to focus on the well-being of our community and will work hard with all of you to ensure Greater Dandenong is always its vibrant self. I will bring to this role a sense of fairness, equality and compassion. I value the responsiveness of our council and our commitment to listen to our community and act on their concerns. And as stated in our council plan, council together with our CEO and his team and us councillors, I look forward to working towards achieving a socially connected, safe and healthy city, a city that respects and celebrates diversity, our history and the arts, a city of accessible, vibrant centres and neighbourhoods, a green city committed to a sustainable future, a city that supports entrepreneurship, quality education and employment outcomes, and a city that demonstrates leadership and commitment to investing in our community. There is always traditionally a lot happening in our city. So over the next year, our focus will also be on supporting and rejuvenating our city and community in our new COVID-safe environment. I look forward to working hard with you all to ensure Australia's most culturally diverse city continues to thrive in the best interests of our people. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Foster. I'd just like to start first. I'd like to congratulate you on your position as Deputy Mayor, Councillor Foster. I've served, this is my 5th term as Mayor, but I've never had a Deputy Mayor, so I'm extremely excited to have you as Deputy Mayor. I look forward to working with you and the councillors over the next 12 months. I've known you for about 12 months now. I find you to be a very gentle person and who has taught me a lot of compassion about our community and the less fortunate people in our community. I know that's a passion of yours, and I'll support you, and I want to learn a bit more about that as well. So I'm really looking forward to the next 12 months. So thank you. Councillor Lim, would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mayor Memeti. Congratulations again. Okay, I would like to congratulate the incoming Deputy Mayor, Eden Foster. I believe that you can do a great job for our city because you have a great experience in mental health. That's what I believe. And also, our city needs the most at this stage for your expertise in this sort of climate. The other things I think that Mayor Jim Memeti and also Deputy Mayor Foster will be a great combination for our city. First of all, revitalization of our city. Secondly, can help our people in business term or in people that have mental health. Thank you so much for your
Thank you, Councillor Lim.
Thank you. Election.
Councillor Tan.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations, Councillor Foster. Looking forward to working with you next 12 months. I know that if you have anything, you can come to me or Councillor Jim Memeti, anyone that can assist you. I'm here to help you as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Tan. Councillor Long.
Before I start, and I should have mentioned it earlier, as Councillor Tan said, it is Remembrance Day today, and I proudly wear the medals of my grandfather, who's World War I, and World War II medals from my father. Congratulations, Councillor Foster. I think you'll do an excellent job in this position, and I look forward to working with you, and if you need any help, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Long. Councillor Garrard.
Mayor, I'm extremely thrilled that Councillor Eden Foster has been elected as Deputy Mayor. Not only has she become a great friend, it's great to see a woman as part of the leadership team. I think that reflects our demographics. But Eden is a highly intelligent, highly enthusiastic person of tremendous empathy, and I really look forward to what she will do with this role and how she will mould this role to fit the set of skills that she has. So congratulations, and I'm tremendously thrilled for you.
Thank you, Councillor Garrard. Councillor O'Reilly.
Thank you, Mayor, and congratulations to Councillor Foster on her election as Deputy Mayor. I think Councillor Foster displays a refreshing earnestness that she will bring to the position. I think Councillor Foster has shown in the past that what she says is well thought out and deeply considered and doesn't make quick decisions without listening to all different points of view. I think that those attributes will commend Councillor Foster to the role absolutely. I also think that Councillor Foster is not after the position of Deputy Mayor for status or prestige and absolutely believes in what she can bring to it and how she can assist ourselves as councillors and the community more broadly. So you have my full support, and I look forward to the oncoming 12 months with yourself as Deputy Mayor. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor O'Reilly. Councillor Formosa.
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations, Deputy Mayor Foster. Very thrilled for you, particularly as we're both first-time councillors. It's an incredible privilege for you to guide us, and I look forward to working with you over the next 12 months, as always, and all the very best.
Thank you, Councillor Formosa. Councillor Trong.
I would like to say congratulations to Councillor Foster. I think that you are a new councillor and you work with me with us about 1 year, over 1 year. But I can see that you work very friendly and very openly with us. And I look very comfortable when to talk to you or work with you. And therefore, I think that I will try to work with you and support you in the role of Deputy Mayor in the next term. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Trong. Councillors, we'll move on to item 2.3, the review of mayoral and councillor allowances. There is a remuneration on page 9 of tonight's agenda regarding mayoral and councillor allowances. Do I have a mover of the recommendation? Moved by Councillor Formosa, second by Councillor Garrard. Are there any questions? Is there any opposition? If there is no opposition, the motion is carried. Item 2.4, proposed council meeting schedule for 2022. Council generally sets meeting dates at this time of the following year. There is a recommendation on page 12 of the agenda relating to a schedule of council meetings for 2022. Could I have a mover and a second for the recommendation on page 12 of tonight's agenda? Moved by Councillor Foster, second by Councillor Tan. Are there any questions? Is there any opposition? If there is no opposition, the motion is carried. 2.5, appointment of council liaisons and representatives to committees, peak industry bodies, regional and community-based organisations. Council is represented on many community and peak industry bodies, as well as references, groups and advisory committees established by Council. While the Mayor of the day is typically Council's key representative, there are many associations where Council seeks an involvement, and it is Council's practice to share representation among all councillors to ensure a manageable workload. There are 2 recommendations on page 16 of the agenda. For the first recommendation, all councillors can remain in the chamber. I would like to call for a councillor to move the first recommendation on page 16 of tonight's agenda. The recommendation excludes councillor representations for the Dandenong Market Proprietary Limited. Moved by Councillor Garrard. Second by Councillor Long. Are there any questions? Is there any opposition? As there is no opposition, the motion is carried. I have a conflict of interest in the second recommendation 2 on page 16 of the agenda. It is a material interest because I'm a director of a company that has a stall at the Dandenong Market. Could I ask a councillor to move that Councillor Long be elected temporary chair for the next item because of that conflict of interest? Moved by Councillor Garrard, second by Councillor Trong. Are there any questions? Is there any opposition? As there is no opposition, the motion is carried. Can I ask Councillor Long to take the chair?
Oh, you got it. Thank you. Thank you. I would like to call for a councillor to move recommendation 2 on page 16 of tonight's agenda.
Councillor Formosa.
Moved by Councillor Formosa and seconded by Councillor Garrard. Is there any questions, councillors? Is there any opposition? As there's no opposition, I declare this item carried. Thank you. Can we have the Mayor back in? Thank you.
Item 3, recognition of faith leaders. Before we close the meeting tonight, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the role of all the different faith leaders within our diverse community. At this annual meeting, it is traditional to acknowledge the work of the Greater Dandenong Interfaith Network, and I would like to call on the President of the Interfaith Network, Father John, to read the common statement on behalf of all faith leaders.
Congratulations to Mayor Mehmeti. We bring greetings from the faith communities to the Mayor, councillors and people of Greater Dandenong. We offer to the City of Greater Dandenong our common commitment to seek to live together in peace and goodwill. we affirm our desire to promote respect and tolerance for the integrity of each other's beliefs, cultures, and traditions. This desire arises not only from our common humanity, but also from our being people of faith and people of prayer. We recognise that as neighbours, we have responsibilities to the community, the world, and ourselves. We therefore urge all citizens, both religious and non-religious, to put aside intolerance, prejudice, and divisiveness to attain peaceful and fruitful coexistence in our city.
I reaffirm Council's desire to promote respect and acceptance for the integrity of all faiths, cultures and traditions of communities in the City of Greater Dandenong, in partnership with the Interfaith Network and all faith leaders. Thank you. Thank you, Father John. The formal proceedings for the evening have now been completed, and I declare the meeting closed. I am truly sad that because of the current COVID restrictions in place, we could not share this meeting in person with our families, friends in the community, members of the Interfaith Network and other faith leaders. Perhaps we'll have a fitting celebration in the new year. Thank you.